the Toluids, a new line of great Khans headed by a man considered Genghis Reborn, the great conqueror Mongol, and followed by the infamous Kublai Khan. These were the leaders that came to define the later Mongol world, and though this dynasty may have been named after the father, the ascension of the Toluids was in fact carefully crafted by the mother, Sorghaghtani Beki. Married to Genghis's youngest son Tolui in 1203 when he was only 10 years old, Sorghaghtani Beki joined the royal family in the early years of the Mongol Empire as a part of the alliance between Temujin and the Khagan people. While that alliance soon fell apart as war for control of the steppes raged, Sorghaghtani remained a respected member of the royal family. Tolui married young and proceeded to die young as well, in a drunken accident in 1233. With this death, Sorghaghtani was left the territories of her husband, a prize Ögedei had no intention of ignoring. Instead, he sought to control this land by marrying the widow off to his son, Goyak. And so Sorghaghtani Beki proceeded to make one of the most significant decisions in Mongol history.
How is it possible to alter the terms of the Yarlay? And yet my thought is only to bring up these children until they reach the stage of manhood and independence, and try to make them well-mannered and not liable to go apart and hate each other, so that perhaps some great many thing may come of their unity.
A brave stance against the orders of the great Khan, this rejection set the stage for the Ögedei-Toluid rivalry to come. However, Sorghaghtani's claims of devotion to her son's education were not mere excuses. She diligently lived up to her words, employing a Uyghur Turk named Toluchu to ensure her sons were fully literate in Mongolian. Sorghaghtani also stressed the importance of understanding the different peoples and civilizations that fell under Mongol rule, with a focus on the Jurchid, Uyghur, and Chinese groups found in her appanage. This developed a sophisticated understanding of the variety of people in the Mongol Empire that would later inform and aid the rule of her sons. During these years, Sorghaghtani was in charge of far more than just the education of her children. As the youngest son, Tolui received his father's encampment, and at his death left Sorghaghtani as the administrative power in the Mongol heartland. She kept strong ties to the other Mongol princes across the empire, as well as the ministers of state whose political influence should not be overlooked. Although those alliances kept Sorghaghtani secure among the political elite, it was her fervent adherence to the Yasa's rule of religious tolerance that helped to gain her favor among the people of her appanage. Although she was an historian Christian her whole life, Sorghaghtani Beki's generosity extended beyond those who shared her particular faith, as her Muslim subjects benefited greatly from her patronage, such as when she invested 1,000 silver bales in the building of Madrasa-e-Khari, a school in Bukhara that went on to produce some of the greatest Muslim scholars of the age. It is therefore no surprise that the Muslim chroniclers of Mongol history have praised Sorghaghtani as a pinnacle of virtue and womanhood.
All were put to shame, save Beki and her son. On this account, she was considered superior to Hulan, the mother of Genghis Kah. And if women were unto like her, then would women be superior to men.
Although earning this kind of favor was expensive to keep up, Sorghaghtani maintained a form of taxation favorable to the sedentary people under her rule. In fact, she is portrayed by the chronicler Juvayni as a protector of people against aggressive and exploitative tax collection. This was not just a sign of virtue, as some of the chroniclers may have claimed, but demonstrated a sound understanding of the kinds of people under her rule, as she presided over a large sedentary population in northern China. Sorghaghtani Beki managed to sustain her wealth even with this lighter taxation as a result of the commercial ventures she sponsored along the Silk Road. In one stunning instance, an expedition sent along the Angara River in Siberia found more silver than they could even transport back. Although Sorghaghtani Beki was a formidable leader in her own right for decades after Tolui's death, her greatest accomplishment came when she used her years of political skill and long-standing relationships to secure her son Mongke the title of Great Khan. After the death of Ögedei in 1241, a long period of interregnum and a complicated succession led to the short, tumultuous reign of Goyak Khan. In 1247, Goyak sent an attack against Batu, the oldest living member of Genghis's family and the well-respected leader of the Golden Horde. Upon learning of this attack, Sorghaghtani sent warning to Batu, and by the time Goyak died on the way to Batu's lands, the lines of loyalty had been drawn. with Batu and the Jochid branch of the family now fully aligned with the Toluis, just in time for the upcoming battle of succession. It would seem Goyak's remaining family did not fully realize the strength of these ties, because while his widow Ogo Kamish rejected the Kurultai in Batu's homeland, Goyak's sons still entrusted Batu with electing the new Khan. It was exactly this kind of division among the Ogadites that weakened their position, as three competing courts all struggled just within that side of the family, whereas the Toluids remained united under their matriarch. And so, during 1251, in a second Kurultai, Manke was elected Great Khan with the support of his mother's allies. Thus, the ambitions of Sorghaghtani Beki were finally fully realized, as this exceptional woman elevated her family and changed the course of Mongol history.